CNN ridiculed for absurd Mother's Day piece on the advantages of kids not having a dad. I mean, this is ridiculous on the face of it because there are literally hundreds of studies and articles that show that a father being in the kid's life, there are tons of advantages to that. I mean, it's significant advantages to that from all the studies that I've read over the years on this. So I don't know why CNN would even attempt to make it like a single mother having being a single mother is better for children when everyone knows that it's not. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is more of the leftist ideals with them trying to destroy the family. You know, I just read another story today about San Francisco not allowing them to use the word family from some entity wanted to use the word family in the thing, and the people on the left was like, no, you know, majority of people that live in San Francisco don't have families and things like this. Whole destruction of family is evil. This is communism at its finest, where they destroy the family, and the only family one would have is the state, and that's exactly what these leftist people are pushing in the media and what's going on in politics right now. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. In a bizarre tribute to Mother's Day, CNN reached back into the archives to dust off an old piece touting the advantages of children who don't have fathers. A ridiculous article that drew much scorn and mockery from Twitter users on the way to being ratioed 6 ways from Sunday, and rightfully so. I'm glad people picked up on this because it's just ridiculous. But according to the article, which notes that it has been updated since it was originally published in 2019, David G. Allen, editorial director of CNN Features section, recalls his own childhood while admitting that he was, quote, embarrassed to be raised by a single mom when I was growing up, while going on to cite various studies on single parenthood and acknowledging the pride that he now has in his mother for enduring the burden of raising him without having a father in the home. Quote, there has been a lot of research over the decades that has shown children of single parents report more family distress and conflict and live at a lower socioeconomic status compared to those growing up in two-parent households. No duh. That's what that. So you contradict yourself in your own article. But he goes on to say, two-parent families usually have more income and are generally able to provide more emotional resources to children, and that's also a reflection of how little the United States in general does to support working mothers with parental paid leave and access to more health services and quality education. The article states, gripping that the federal government doesn't give enough money to single moms. And that's their cure for everything. Just throw money at it. Quote, and of course, it's difficult to compare single parental outcomes to hypothetical alternatives. For many, a single mom can create a much safer or more stable environment than living with an abusive parent and spouse. Just growing up in an unhappy marriage has an effect on children, the author wrote. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry that I'm laughing at this, but I can't believe someone actually said that it's actually a good thing to not have a dad in the house. But the reactions were just brutal, especially considering the ample evidence of social problems stemming from fatherless homes. You have Hangry Human tweeted out, of course CNN is putting out this crap. Someone called Christina Pushall tweeted out, there are lots of single moms who do a great job raising their kids in a challenging situation, and they deserve our respect and appreciation. I agree with that, totally. But there's no advantages for children to grow up without a father. This headline is ridiculous, and I agree with that. And Britt tweeted out, we can praise mothers and understand the hardship of doing it on their own without outright lies. There is no advantage, and study after study proves that. And I agree. I've read all the studies. There's absolutely, you cannot point me in one study that actually shows it's an advantage of a mom to be single, to raise a child on her own. I have never seen a study that said that. Erica H tweeted out, a big enemy of your authoritarian agenda is family unity. Agreed. And they know this. Leftists know this. Um, in fact, when the other story I was alluding to in San Francisco, they called it the family. They said the family is a right wing dog whistle. What? So it's just using the term family. It's automatically conservative, right wing now. I mean, and these are leftist Democrats that was calling their program some type of family program or something like that. So it's ridiculous. I should have had that article pulled up. I'm sorry. Um, Maybe I'll do a whole nother video on that alone, because it needs that story needs some attention as well. But Erica H goes on to say it is vitally important for every child to have a relationship with dad. In fact, that is unfortunately more important than their relationship with mom. I can cite several articles about these studies from Psychology Today, and that's fact. I've read those studies. And then you have corporal punishment said this is surreal. It's just they blasted this article, and rightfully so. I can't believe I keep saying I can't believe, but I really do believe this, because they hate family. Leftists hate family, because if you have a strong family unit, they can't come in and push their propaganda. If you and that's exactly why they're trying to break up families. That's why leftists are trying to break up and destroy the family home. But the article closes with a shout out to moms in one parent households. Quote, let us now praise single mothers, all of them, the weird ones, the struggling ones, the driven ones who choose to parent alone, the widowed who didn't, the brave ones who divorced for the well-being of their kids or themselves. They are all raising about 19 million children right now, and they need all our support. All the support they get. Not denying any of that. More power to them. The single mothers out there that's taking care of their children, but we can't pretend like there's an advantage to not having a father in the home. This is just ridiculous. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out demarcrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.